Good morning and welcome to week 14 of the Square Table Sports Podcast. We're supposed to usually have 4 people, but I have no idea where the third or fourth guy is, and the fifth guy is recovering after surgery. Chris, speedy recovery, man. But right now, join with me. We got Tom and Mike, the Steelers and Bills fans, and we got an action-packed week 14. But first, Mike wants to go over how he's leading. He's beating everybody. So go ahead, Mike. Take it away.
I mean, you already covered it. I'm in first place. That's all people need to know. Tom was right up my ass where he likes
Remember
to
when
be.
Martha Stewart got locked up for the same thing
breathing room.
He's about to get locked up for? Insider trading. Somehow, some way, he knows what's going on. Because I know Mike, and he doesn't know what's going on. So this is a travesty, and I would like a recount.
It's called research. It's called preparation.
Wow.
Yeah,
you do your own research, huh? Wow, you do your own research.
Patriots
Wow.
said
I spend a lot of time preparing for this shit, man. I am up to like 3 a.m. every Friday night when we're doing this on a Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, you were even researching up until the buzzer today, right? That's what you were doing?
Yeah. Where were you researching today, Mike?
We'll call it research.
Where were you? Yeah. Where were you researching?
I was researching in the bathroom. I was testing to see which toilet paper was the softest. We'll go with the Charmin Ultra.
Well, you were probably doing your research because that's the only bowl the Bills are ever going to see. So you just wanted to get a little head start.
I'm glad you brought up the Bills this early in the pod because we can give us a chance to go back and talk about what happened in that Bills-Steelers game. And I was actually really excited. I was planning on going in really hard at you. I was like, yes, I'm going to be able to like destroy Tom this week. But watching that game, the more I watched and then watching the post-game press conferences, I just started to feel bad for you because I'm just like, how could I, as a Steelers fan, root for this team of old-ass geriatric motherfuckers on defense and then watch Aaron Rodgers, the biggest dickhead in the NFL, just blame wide receivers for everything that he does wrong. And I'm just like, man, I don't have to make fun of Tom because it's just he's suffering right now. Like, it must be really hard for you. Tell me about how difficult it is to root for Aaron Rodgers in a Steelers uniform after those press conferences he gave.
Listen, we're not going to live in our miseries.
Before you get into that, because I think we're the first time ever streaming to X, Twitter, whatever it's called these days. If you're watching, if you want to interact with us, we only monitor the YouTube chat, so check us out on YouTube. It is on the comment below the main post. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Tom, take it away. Whatever. You talk about pain and suffering, as if I don't know about that.
Miseries.
Yeah.
We can't eat soup with forks. That's why we're going to use spoons. Whatever other Tomlinisms that I could spew out there. But listen, it's oh my God. The offense is putrid. I think we haven't completed a pass over 20 yards, and it was 36 days, like 3 or 4 days ago. So it's probably about 40 days now. Everything is behind the line of scrimmage. Kenneth Gainwell is our best receiver, and I think he's caught 90% of his balls behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, he looks good, but the small ball stuff doesn't work. It's just terrible. And Aaron Rodgers isn't the Aaron Rodgers of 10 years ago. So it's like his ego makes him think he is, but he's not that guy anymore. He can't like make plays on the run. Like he's just so old. And then he's throwing bad balls and blaming the receivers. I'm like, DK can't get separation. All right, I can go on and on. It's just terrible
At what
right
point
now. And they're
is
calling
Mike
for
Tomlin on the hot seat? Yeah, is he there?
I mean, listen, ask any other team if they'd like Tomlin, part of their staff. Everyone would want him. I don't think it's a Tomlin problem. I think it's more of like, people are getting old. The GM has been kind of piecing together things for Arthur Smith, and Arthur Smith has never succeeded. Like Arthur Smith's like, give me every tight end on the free agent market, and I will give you 150 total yards. And a loss.
There was the name is leaving my brain right now at the moment, but there was a former Steeler going off on Mike Tomlin.
All of them. James Harrison. Yeah, James Harrison.
Yeah, it was Harrison. He was calling for him to get fired.
Yeah, but because at the end of the day, it's a business. Like Brady was fired. You know what I mean? Like everyone gets fired. Doesn't matter how good you are. Like the players always get fired. So it's like, okay, the coaches should suffer the same fate, I think.
But you didn't really touch on how difficult it is it to root for an asshole like Aaron Rodgers? Just blaming his receivers. Oh, I checked this and he did that. And it's
every time
so
he
annoying.
shows frustrations after a play, I'm like, bro, you missed the throw. I'm like I don't care if like it should have been like skinnier or flatter, but you just completely missed the throw. Like, doesn't matter what the guy ran. And he does not throw to young receivers. Roman Wilson should be force-fed the ball. The guy looks like he's playing at a different speed than everyone else on the field. Like, he just hates throwing to young guys like they didn't pay their dues to get the ball in their hands or something like that. And then it's funny, like Mason Rudolph steps in and he's like, you know what? This guy's always open. Throws him the ball. The guy had Santana Moss comps coming out of college, and he led the entire college football universe in separation. The guy could run some routes. He's going to route some people up.
little like, mini JSN over there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if the guy's open, just get the guy the ball in his hands. Like, DK is the streak guy. They know he can't do anything but slants and streaks, so you're going to expect him to get open when they're bracketing him. He's not that kind of guy.
Basically, the teams are disrupting DK at the line of scrimmage, and then Aaron Rodgers just he can't move. He's immobile. No one else is around. Roman Wilson hasn't even really been on the field for very many of the snaps. Calvin Austin's been ahead of him on the depth chart the whole year.
Yeah, which is crazy to me. Crazy, because he's another guy that is a one-trick pony. He's like just up the seam, and that's it. Big post guy.
You're a difficult team to watch right now. So I wanted to go in at you and just make you feel really shitty, but I'm like, do I have to?
Yeah.
Do I have to do that? I mean, you're about to lose to the Ravens again this week.
I mean, we'll get to that, but
and then give away the division, and it's going to be really bad for you. So, I mean, I'm giving away my pick for later, but you know, it was worth it to just see the look on your face that you just had right there. It was worth it.
Joe, I'm reading the chat.
I think we're
Joe said.
Yeah, he does hold the ball too long.
All right, we're officially live. We're officially live on X. I'm sorry. It took a while.
We weren't before?
No, something because of the massive delay. I guess X, if you don't start on time, it timed out, and I didn't know it does that. Like, YouTube doesn't give a shit. YouTube is, if you set up the thing, you can go back in and then you go live. X was like, you're 5 minutes late. Goodbye. So I had to redo it.
Don't play.
Yeah, he don't mess around.
Elon Musk just doged you. He just said waste and abuse, and he just fired
the waste.
But again, if you're joining us on X and you want to interact with us, we monitor the YouTube stream, so head over to YouTube. But if not, just hang out wherever you want. All right, let's get into
Jordy Nelson. I'm checking out the chat.
Jordy Nelson out of retirement? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he might as well. Might as well.
We have MVS. Give us everybody that does the one trick. Like, nobody that could run an in route or a comeback. Oh, wait a minute. We got Jonnu Smith, Freiermuth. Darnell Washington should play every snap as the main tight end. Guy's an absolute unit. Catches the ball, and nobody could touch him. Like, they just bounce off him like he's the juggernaut.
Dude, even though the Bills put belt to ass against you guys, whenever Washington touched the ball, nobody wanted to tackle the man.
Nobody. Everyone does the whole like Parlay. They're like, oh, please don't come this way, sir.
You're talking all that shit, belt to ass, but like watching you in the chat, Mike, it's like, again, I feel like it's a close game. I'm thinking the sky's falling down, and then I turn on the game, and you guys are up by like 3 scores. I'm just like, what the fuck is Mike talking about? Is this what it's like to be a Bills fan? Because when I'm panicking, I turn on the score, and it's like, and the Jets are down 30.
As a Bills fan, we've been through some emotional damage. Like no lead is safe. Bad things happen. 13 seconds happen. Like, we can't trust our coaching staff to have situational awareness to hold the lead. We've been turning the ball over a lot lately, a lot of bad fumbles. We had the fumble bug early in the game. James Cook, the Steelers didn't force the fumble. James Cook fumbled it off his own knee, and then he had a chance to jump on it and recover. And I love Cook, so this isn't anything on him, but like, he had a chance to jump on the ball. He failed. The Steelers got the ball again. What was the score early in the game? We were down I mean, it was probably only like 7.
Score starts 0-0.
Yeah, usually 0-0, and then I think you were down 7-0 at one point, but then you had the big.
It looked promising.
I
think
fumble.
we went 23 unanswered points to win that game. Is that correct, Tom? Did you remember that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the
you guys can shit talk later. Hold on. Let's get this show on track. All right. So recap. We had Thursday night. This was going to be kind of Ray's segment, but who the fuck's that guy? Who knows? Ray was the only one that picked the Lions. We put out our picks on the Thursday night game. We all took the Cowboys. Me, Tom, Mike, and Chris. And Ray was the only one that took the Lions and ends up taking that one. The Lions won, I believe, 44-30 was the final score or something of that nature. Am I correct? Maybe. If I'm not, either way, they won.
I think it was 2 scores.
Yeah, Gibbs had 3 touchdowns. I think, oh my God, Lamb.
Did we lose AJ now?
Yeah, he's frozen.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if he's gonna have to reset or come back, but yeah, that was a weird game because Quinnen Williams just seemed to revert to Jets. Quinnen Williams. I expected him and Kenny Clark to be able to bring the interior pressure
to wreck that game. Yeah.
Yeah, I just Jared Goff turns into pumpkin mode if you can get interior pressure, and for some reason
that's why I took the Cowboys, because the blueprints were there to disrupt Goff, and they just didn't capitalize.
It's the picks the Cowboys were able to pick up, the players in Quinnen Williams and George Pickens. They both reverted back to who they were on their former teams. Pickens went to Steelers I don't give a shit mode and looked like he couldn't care less. And Quinnen just kind of had his little moments and disappeared for long stretches, which he did on the Jets. And coincidentally, Ray just messaged in the chat, who should have been here this morning, that he claims he has work this weekend. So for those who don't know, we should have 3 other people here today. Today's been quite a bit of a shit show. So we're missing a bunch of guys on the pod, and our main host, who controls the vMix, the Camo Studio, everything. He just
I'm not even sure how we're still in this thing, because if he's not up, I don't know if we could even be here. So we're already defying the laws of physics.
Do you have another device? Is this even live right now on YouTube and whatnot?
I think it is.
Do you have another device running?
Joe's still talking garbage in the chat. So
what's Joe got to say? I want to see this shit.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna put the stream on. I think we're still live.
Oh, all right. We have a comment from AJ saying we're good and keep going. So, I mean, since the X crowd missed it, if anyone is here from X watching, we did start the show before we were live on X. Tom, on my side here, is a big Steelers fan. I'm clearly, as you could tell, a diehard Bills fan in the back. So our teams went up against each other. Bills put belt to ass. Aaron Rodgers, he's done. It's kind of sad, to be honest. So we didn't talk about this part, but just the evolution of Aaron Rodgers and what I think he's going to end up being remembered for. Because like Brett Favre, like, how do you think of Brett Favre now? You think of Brett Favre as the guy who like stole money and Wrangler jeans and money thief and whatever weird shit's going down in his life. I don't really have fond memories of Brett Favre anymore. If you would have asked me that like 10 years ago, I would have thought of him as a gunslinger, fun, you know.
It's tough for guys
Aaron
like
Rodgers. That. Aaron Rodgers now, I'm going to think, what I don't want to get political, but you're going to think of him for his vaccines and COVID, and
I think it's more of him just being a complainer. That's like
off the field,
the overall just being a complainer.
I think of him as going into a cave and just weird stuff. And now blaming his receivers. Like, have you ever seen name any other quarterback in the NFL that you've seen consistently blame their receivers and point out everyone else's, F ups rather than just saying, hey, on me, I'm the quarterback.
Yeah, there really isn't a name I could think of off the top of my head. I don't know. I feel like these guys like Antonio Brown, like he doesn't have a meltdown. The guy's probably in the Hall of Fame. Like these guys at the end of their careers just like find a way to just screw it all up. I mean, OJ.
OJ.
Go ahead. Defend OJ on stream. I want to hear it. And what's your argument?
I don't. OJ's not a football player. He never played for the Bills. He was an actor. He was in those Naked Gun movies, right? He's the guy from Naked Gun, lovable Naked Gun character. So
yeah. Let's try. Yeah. All right. So you know what we'll do. I mean, I don't know.
I'm trying not to move ahead into the picks.
I mean, I don't know. Let's see.
We could talk more Dallas. That I'm trying not to move ahead into Bills Cincy, but if you want to talk first, I'll follow you for the Bills Cincy game.
I mean, at this point, I'm not sure what kind of technical difficulties are happening with AJ, but I feel like we're gonna have to move along. But the problem is the graphic at the bottom of the screen. Well, he might be able to hear us, so maybe he'll
he
push
moved
it
it.
along.
It says Bills Cincy. He moved it up. So yeah, tell me what you think.
All right, so I mean, we're just going to go through the games, or you want to go? We'll talk about the Bills game. We'll talk about the Steelers game, since we're the ones here anyway.
Give me all your thoughts for Bills Cincy. Give me your pick. Tell me what you think.
All right. We'll start at the top. Bills Cincy. So I think Burrow coming back. Bills defense isn't anything to write home about, and Chase kind of got blanked his first time back with Burrow. I feel like Chase is going to be in his ear. He's probably been in his ear all week. Like, yo, Joe, give me 3 touchdowns. Oh, we could hear you.
We heard you.
Jesus Christ, guys. I disappear and you guys can't. I set you up, set you in the chat. You're good to go. Keep going. Basically, my NVIDIA broadcast, I don't know, it froze. So I just had to get everything back up. But Jesus Christ. The bottom of the graphic says Cowboys game recap, and you're fucking talking Bills still. I can't do this.
Oh.
It's Cincinnati Bills
I
up
think
first.
You were last,
-6. Let's go.
Around. Well, we were talking Bills.
I was in the middle of that.
So.
Yeah.
So, Tom, what do you got?
Oh, I was in the middle of my whole spiel, and now I'm going to change my pick. No. So, yeah, Chase is going to go off, I think. Bengals probably will still lose this game, but I feel like between McPherson and that offense, they're definitely going to cover here. Give me the Bengals +6.
Mike, what do you got?
I mean, I was honestly originally on the Bengals +6 because I'm like, am I being just a Bills homer? I'm not gonna lie, I'm very worried about this game. We're playing an 11-2 team in the Patriots in New England next week, and I'm more concerned about this game against the Bengals than I am about next week. And I don't want to be a complainer, but it is kind of annoying that the Patriots got the Bengals with no Joe Burrow, with Jamar Chase had just had his spitting incident. So there was no Jamar Chase. T. Higgins got concussed, I believe, in the fourth quarter of that game. So in crunch time, none of the big three, who I've called, heard the Cincinnati Bengals fans calling the Holy Trinity on X, were there in the big moments of that game. But for the first time since week two, the Bengals have GQ Joe, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase on the field at the same time. But no Cam Taylor-Britt, at least in their secondary. The Bills, though, lost Bosa. So no Bosa, no Hendrickson. It's going to be a big factor in this game. Both teams missing their top pass rusher. So I've been watching the discourse about this game. I've been seeing people say the Bills need to double chase all game and put Benford on Higgins. I just don't see it happening because the Bills aren't a team that plays a whole lot of man coverage, right? So I don't see Benford just following Chase around. I don't see us playing man on the back end. But this is the type of team that we drafted a Maxwell Harrison for. Speedy corner that brings overall team speed. That can run with some of these receivers. So can we play a little bit more man and maybe send some extra rushers on Burrow to make it difficult for him? I hope so. The key to this game is just simply Josh Allen can't turn the ball over. Cook can't fumble it off his own knee. The Bengals were able to beat the Ravens last week because they were able to create some turnovers. And the Bills have been turning the ball over. So if the Bills can play a clean football game, no more than a turnover or two at max, I've been watching another big Bills streamer, and he's been talking about this a ton, Dan Mitchell. Just Josh can't turn it over, and the Bills just we got to play some clean football, and I do think that is correct. So run Cook. Hopefully Kincaid is back from his hammy. While rehabbing his hammy, he hurt his knee because the Bills, we can't have nice things in Buffalo, apparently. But Dalton Kincaid is basically our wide receiver one in tight end form. So we need to run the ball, go back to our duo, our inside zone, like we were doing all of last week, running the same play like 20 times straight. And I think the Bills can cover here, but I don't love the spread. I'm surprised that it's 6. Because even though the Bengals are a 4-8 team, I'm looking at them like they should be a 10-3 team. This is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. They're finally healthy. Their defenses look good. This is a defense that was able to help the Bengals beat the Ravens by 18 on the road without T. Higgins last week. And I still look at the Ravens as a kind of sleeping giant. So all of this said, give me the Bills. I'm going to take the Bills, lay in the 6, and hope Josh Allen plays some clean football, has himself a day. This is the time of year where you're going to see Josh Allen a lot more design runs, putting on the cape more, but hopefully he can do it while playing clean.
All right, can you guys hear me still and see me?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it froze again, so that's why but I'm back. I'm not going to bother with any of that stuff. We're going to do it raw. We got the raw camera, the raw mic, no processing. So for this game, for me, it's a tough one, but I got to go. I'm going to go Bills just because they're at home. I think their defense definitely started clicking last week and really started to show up. And the Bengals offensive line is their offensive line, and it's garbage. So I expect Burrow to get knocked around a bit. I do think this is going to be a pretty entertaining, high-flying type of game, but I do think the Bills are going to end up coming out. I think a couple big defensive plays, picking up on the momentum from last week, is what's going to end up carrying them to victory. But I do expect this to be close. Hopefully, not close enough to where I lose this pick.
I hope you're right, but you
clicks against the Steelers.
You touched on what is actually one of my big concerns. Like I said, there's no Bosa this week. The Bills are already down at Oliver. He's not coming back until AFC Championship if the Bills get there. We had Hoyt come in free agency, lost him right away after he looked good for a game and a half. So the Bills are hurting right now. Greg Rousseau, got to get some sacks, dude. You got to start making your money and step up. I've seen some advanced statistics where he has a good win rate, yada, yada. I haven't seen it with my eyes on tape. I haven't seen him hitting quarterbacks, sacking quarterbacks on the regular. Whether the Bills can confuse this Bengals offensive line with stunts, I feel like that's where they've been kind of weak, not like straight up man-to-man bull rush type stuff. They've been vulnerable to stunts, little games inside, things like that. So can the Bills draw some things up? Maybe send a Milano on a pressure. Can the Bills live a little bit more in base? Because we haven't even talked about Chase Brown. The Bengals running game, because they didn't have Joe Burrow, they spent a lot of the year working on that running game, and it is a very good running game. So again, they have the holy trinity of GQ, Joe Cool, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase, and now they got Chase Brown as well. So they got both the Chases healthy and happy, ready to cook, honestly. And this is a Bengals team they seem.
You know what? You convinced me otherwise. You convinced me. I'm taking the Cincinnati.
Hell yeah.
I'm taking Cincinnati. I changed my pick.
Honestly, I thought you all would, because I'm honestly taking the Bills as a homer pick. If I was a mutual, I might be like, you're giving me the Bengals +6 on the road. The Bengals in Buffalo, they went into the Bills Stadium in the playoffs, and I know it's a different year. We're talking 2-3 years ago, but they came into Buffalo and they kicked our ass. We couldn't get a stop. The Bengals, they do love to crowd the line of scrimmage if they can get you into a 3rd and long situation. They're going to load like 7-8 guys up at the box and just try and confuse Josh Allen, maybe try and get him to get a little happy feet in the pocket and run early. But so the Bills just they have to play smart football. They can't get stuffed on their early downs. They can't take negative plays, and they can't turn the ball over. Because GQ Joe, he doesn't have an interception yet this year, but I mean he's only played in like 3 games. Best Week 15 kicker Cam Little versus I don't know what the heck. Why are you talking about kickers in the?
Yo, man, he wants to know you're a kicker because I'm trying to get you to move on. That's why.
You're trying to get me to move on. All right,
yeah, we got other games to do.
The Bills all day. You have to listen.
Okay. No, I don't. I can mute you.
Go Bills.
I'm sorry, I just want to take my nap.
Cam Little versus Jets. No, I would honestly best kicker for Week 15. I would take Folk, man. Let's go. Nick Folk.
Oh man,
the Folk hero, baby.
That's silly. It's nonsense.
All right, so who would you take? Answer the gentleman's question. Maybe he came over here from Twitter because he said we monitor the chat.
Isn't there a guy on the Jaguars that now has the NFL record for the longest field goal? They're playing a Colts defense.
Wait a minute. Cam Little versus the Jets. Cam Little's on.
I don't know. I just put it on the screen.
Yeah, but they're playing the Colts. Cam Little is the kicker for the Jaguars.
All right, that guy has no idea what he's talking about. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just keep moving on.
Listen, I respect your opinion.
So I'll
take Cam Little.
Are you guys cool with getting a fourth? My buddy Troy, which I think you both might have met.
Tom, you definitely bring Troy on.
Listen, you throw him in
pajama pants, Troy. Yeah. Played flag football in his pajama pants?
No, not that.
No, wrong.
No, video
you
fighting game, Troy.
Fighting
hit the ground running, quick introduction, and we keep the shit moving, all right?
All right,
bring him in.
He said he'll be ready in a bit. All right, so we got Miami rivalry week, baby. Which this gear? Can we just talk about this gear? This is the shit. I have not. As a guy that doesn't buy, like, I'm not really a clothing guy or a merch guy. Like, that's not really my style.
Never wears clothes. I
just walk around naked a lot of times. You know, the guys come over and they're like, "What the? It's weird stuff going on." This whole rivalry gear that the Jets just dropped, I've never pre-ordered or bought something so fast, especially clothes, in my life. This whole sewer manhole cover with the jet flying through it, the colors, And the back of this says Gotham City Football. So the fact that you're tying in some Batman stuff, this is a home run, everybody.
It's also a harpoon that's good for rivalry week to go right through the Dolphins.
Absolutely, that's exactly what it looks like too. Just straight into the hearts of the Dolphins. This is pretty much the stupid bowl of the week. 2 terrible teams at the bottom of the barrel. I think they're pretty much bottom 5 in almost every category. So they're competing for worst. But
both teams have explosive running games, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
So A-Chain and Brees Hall, they've both been cooking in the run game. So at least there's that.
So I'm taking the Jets here. Obviously, this is not even just a homer pick. I think the Jets in the last their last 3 games have really shown to turn a corner, honestly, since the trade, which is weird, losing your 2 best defensive players, and now all of a sudden your defense is improved. I don't really know, but hey, whatever Aaron Glenn's doing, the buttons that he's pushing, he's hitting them all. Defenses look great. I would love to. I'm calling it now. I think this is going to be the game where we finally get an interception or 2. Maybe. I don't know. I hope so, because I don't think we have one yet, or we have one. I don't know. It's something terrible, something historic. But yeah, Dolphins aren't doing anything. Again, if we can stop the run game, I think we walk away with this one handily. And hopefully we can start off with these new jerseys and keep it going. But I'm taking the Jets 2.5. I think Brees Hall is going to have a game, and I think AD is also gonna. I want to see what he can do after one of the best games we've had from a wide receiver. Well, I don't want to take anything from Garrett Wilson, but this year anyway. Since because Justin Fields was so good. Oh, another really cool thing. Justin Fields is out for this game, if you don't know. So Brady Cook is technically the QB2. So if Taylor gets injured, which he has a big habit of doing all the time, we might get some. Let him cook, baby. We might get Brady Cook, see what he's got. But all right, Tom, what do you got, man?
Listen, weather's cold up here in New York, and Tua just can not play in the cold ever. I mean, it's not going to be like 5 degrees out, but yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be the Jets' run game against the Dolphins' run game. A-Chain is definitely more explosive. He could definitely break the game, but I feel like you give me the Jets at +2.5 here. I could see this being a 1-point game at the very end. Nick Folk from 70, just to keep it within one. Even though they should go for the touchdown in that situation, but I still stand by it. So fuck you, Dolphin. I think we take the Jets here +2.5. Gonna get harpooned with the new gear.
All right, Mike, what do you got?
Well, I'm all about fuck you, Dolphin, and squish the fish, because I just hate the Miami Dolphins. And you know what? It gives me so much joy and pleasure to see them fail all the time. So you know what? Fuck you, Dolphins. You talk so much shit before the season. Thought you were all that, but now you've come back down to earth where you belong, or maybe the bottom of the sea. I don't fucking know. But I'm actually still going to take the Dolphins because AJ was talking about how this Jets defense is improved despite losing Quinnen Williams and Sauce Gardner. That's bullshit. I think the Jets defense looks improved because they have a quarterback playing that gives them some semblance of hope to actually show up each down, that maybe he'll be able to throw the football around and move the ball. Too many 3-and-outs in that Justin Fields offense. Too many possessions that they had to defend. With Tyrod, if I was the Jets ownership, by the way, like the one thing I would be doing right now is I would be just sending Tyrod back and be like, Tyrod, you're too good. Go home. Like, let's put Brady Cook in there and just let him get clobbered, because the last thing you want to do as a Jets fan is win a bunch of games, because you have teams right now like the Tennessee Titans that they have no plans to win any games this year. And they're just like, hey, I see the Jets. They got all those picks. Like, hey, Jets, send us a haul give us all those picks you got for Quinnen. Give us all those picks you got for Sauce if you want Mendoza in the draft. And so if I'm the Jets, I don't want Ty God at 38, 36, however the fuck old he is, turning back time, running around like he is just Justin Fields, and still throwing the football better than Justin Fields could ever wish he could. So if you're the Jets, if you're a Jets fan watching this, you better hope I'm right. And high on crack and weed and pot and drugs and alcohol, Mike McDaniel in his capri pants shows up in the cold, and Tua, concussed, Tagliavoa, whatever, can just play well. Waddle, he's a Penguin. He waddles. He's good in the cold weather. He's going to be waddling around on his little iceberg in the Jets end zone.
All right, breaking. Troy is here. No. Actually, Ray, you look different today. What's up, man?
Ray looks better.
Troy, big shout outs to Troy jumping into the chat. coming in hot. You got I'll change. I'm gonna keep you up as Ray. That's kind of hilarious.
All right.
Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. We'll just call you Ray the whole time.
I just want to rebuttal on.
Let me finish though. I'm taking the Dolphins. I'm laying the 2.5. I think A-Chain and Waddle both get in the end zone. The only way the Dolphins do lose this game is if Tua. I hate talking the injuries, even though I made the joke before. But if Tua takes a hit and he's down, or if Tua just has one of those games where he throws 3 picks and looks terrible, other than that, the Dolphins should win this one handily.
But listen, I want to talk about your point of the Jets like tanking to get a pick. I think culture is more important than getting a first overall pick, because
the Jets don't have culture. Get out of here.
No, but that's
Steelers
what we're trying
haven't
to
had
do,
a top pick in my entire life. So, and they've been pretty fine that whole time overall. So you just have to find value at the pick that you get at the end of the season. Yeah, I think it's more important for the players to believe that they could actually win games.
Yeah, and it's not like we've done anything with the top. How many first round quarterbacks have we had that are absolute garbage? Well, aside from Darnold, we're just terrible at evaluating talent. But I mean, we've already been through Mark Sanchez, Zach Wilson. Do we really need and it seems like everyone that's get drafted after those guys is always the guy that takes off. So maybe we're dodging a bullet by letting some other team fuck up. and we take the next guy.
Yeah.
Or you can just evaluate talent properly and select the best guy that's there before someone else does.
As long as Woody Johnson's the owner, we're trying to navigate a lot of stuff here, all right? But I do like, again, what the GM and what Aaron Glenn have been doing this season, and since those trades, the teams seem to be playing a lot better. So, I know there's a 1% chance we can still make the playoffs. I'm not that fucking insane, but I think we'll be competitive for the rest of the year. And whether we squeak some, I still think we'll end up with a top 10 pick. And in my opinion, that's fine. Like we were still at number 4 anyway. Like there was no chance. I don't think we were going to have the number 1 pick anyway.
It's not the pick that I'd be worried about for the Jets. I just think the Jets need a lot of pieces. And the further you fall down that draft board, those first round picks that you got, all the draft capital, because you have to replace a Quinnen Williams that you lost. You have to replace a Sauce Gardner that you lost. And if you're going to have to give up all those extra picks you got from them just to move up and get your quarterback, that does hurt the future of your organization. Those first rounders are valuable.
Brady Cook. Let him cook.
I mean, do you really believe in Brady Cook, or is this just like one of those love the backup that you've never seen play a game in your life?
Of course, that's the Jeff Brooks Bollinger. That's the Jet fans' dream. But I don't really watch college, so my opinion here is not entirely fantastic. But from what I've heard, the QB class the following year is better than the one this year. So if they don't love someone this year, like you still. I'd rather on them not reach and give up assets, especially since we're going to have 5 picks over the next 2 years anyway in the first round, and just see what happens. All right, Troy, what do you got, man? What do you got in this game? Jets, Dolphins, minus 2.5. Troy's first pick on the square table. Sports podcast
game. Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Hey, everybody. I'm Troy. Nice to meet you. Yeah. So, Mike, we used to play trials together all the time. So nice to see you.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
You're that Troy. I've never seen your face.
There you go.
You're that Troy.
On, but yeah, that's me. Yes, that's me.
Let's go. We'll run it back sometime.
Okay, sure. Okay. What was the question? Oh, Jets. Yeah, Jets.
It's on the bottom of the screen, man.
Jet first time. Oh, Miami minus 2.5. Minus 2.5. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Jets on this one. The Jets are like a sneaky team, at least because every time the Broncos play them, it's always a 1-score game. But I can't just go by that. I always think the Jets are better than. For some reason, I always think the Jets have a good defense, but. Then I watch other games and I'm like, maybe they don't, maybe they're Broncos just not good. But yeah, but I got the Jets on this one. Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got next. All right. Pittsburgh in Baltimore minus 6. Tom, what do you got? Start off with you as the resident Steeler fan. Okay.
I'm sorry. I was real live.
Is this the Sunday slaughter?
Shut up, Mike. So listen, the Steelers are just like a 500 team this past 5-6 years, and they are coming off a bad loss against the Bills, absolutely flat. And I know the Steelers bounce back well, and they play the Ravens really well. I think Lamar is like 2 or 3-8 against the Steelers in his last that many starts. So the Ravens aren't big-time Steeler beaters. They usually split the series. So I think the Steelers are going to get right here and definitely cover. I think they're going to win this game. So it could have been the slaughter with the spread, but I don't feel comfortable making it that. Listen, we just got to get the run game going. Rodgers had everyone over for his birthday to watch film. I don't know if that's going to fix anything. Maybe it magically does, and then we could just give it credit. But I feel like Lamar hasn't looked himself. Something's still wrong with his knee. The Steelers are going to get there. TJ is going to be. He was embarrassed. His brother calls his games, and he gets embarrassed in front of him. So he's coming back. He's going to destroy JJ Watt's sack record.
Can I cut in and interrupt you? Because did you just mention Aaron Rodgers having people for his birthday? Because my brain instantly just flashed can we call Kevin Costner and get him to start researching this shit? Did anyone actually show up to that man's birthday party?
Or was it a Diddy party?
Like that Draft Day movie, if you know what I'm referencing?
It was supposed to be like a nice romantic night with his mystery
nobody on that team likes Aaron Rodgers. There's no way.
Yeah, see, like this is the type. This is the type of party that I think it was. I think it was like this.
It was. No, it was like MVS is the only one.
Tom's not seeing it.
Nice show. MVS is the only one that showed up to that party.
Yeah, man.
He's like Packers brothers.
So I'm sorry. Then who are you taking?
I'm taking the Steelers here. Definitely +6. I think they're going to win this one. They're probably going to lose the second matchup with them down the line, but coming back with victory.
Wait, are you taking the Steelers because you believe in the Steelers, or are you taking the Steelers because you are hoping and praying that something can happen here? I just have to know that part
division. It's no. These are stats, Mike. Lamar is
so
not
this
that
isn't
great
just a
against the
homer
Steelers.
pick, is what you're saying?
No, because I've been on record going against the Steelers on this show, so
okay.
I don't want to hear that.
Wait,
shit,
who did you pick
Mike.
last week, though? Who did you pick last week in that game against the Bills? You picked the Steelers. So I mean,
Mike, you're cutting out. AJ, work this.
No, hold on. Actually, let me jump in. He didn't pick anything. He didn't even show up. He was so afraid of that game, he didn't even come on the stream.
but he sent his pick in.
There wasn't
the appropriate channels. His pick was the Steelers. It didn't happen. I think at this point, Tom is feeling the desperation. I'm just gonna pull up the Steelers schedule real quick, and look at that. They're about to lose to the Ravens twice in the last 5 weeks of the season and blow the division. Yeah, that's going to happen. They're going to lose this week, and they're going to lose again to end out the year. If they're even still in the running at that point to somehow keep the division from the Ravens, they're going to lose the division and blow it to a team that started 1-5 with an injured quarterback. That's gotta hurt, Tom. You had an excellent opportunity to take what is a tough AFC North, and you just blew it. And you got a game against the Lions in Detroit. You're playing the Browns in Cleveland, where I could see you choking that game away. Interesting thing with the Browns, Watson came back to practice. Mr. Massage Man himself is back in practice.
I cannot
So maybe Deshaun Watson will come back
for the Patriots to run that division for the next 20 years again. I can't wait. May the force be with you, Michael.
All right,
Josh Allen's going to be just sitting there.
I haven't even really gotten into the game because I've just been trolling the hell out of Tom.
Just pick now. I don't need an more.
Sorry,
with that being said, I think the Steelers +6.
Let me talk a little bit about the Ravens.
You talked enough.
I didn't talk enough. I talk a lot. Fake Ray, you'll have to wait your turn a little longer over there. This side.
Yeah, you know what, Mike? Collect your thoughts. I want to hear.
I'm gonna talk some more. Hey, you be quiet, Fake Ray. I'm still gonna talk even though he's on the screen. I don't care. So the Ravens started.
This is.
I muted Mike, so go ahead, Troy.
Oh, there we go.
Okay,
there we go. Just Trump's America now.
I think the Ravens will not cover, but I think they will win. That's my opinion. The reason for that is because I think something's going on with the Steelers. You know, as the resident here, a lifelong Bronco fan, I can compare it to one thing: the mid 2000 Shanahan era, where Mike Shanahan was a great coach for a long time. He was a winning coach, but after a while, it was just like a bunch of mediocrity for years, you know. And it's like, oh, you can make the playoffs, but you won't really go too far, you know, kind of thing. And I think that's where the Steelers are at, and I kind of think that they might need a change of pace there. So until that, I kind of think the Ravens are going to pull this one out, but I don't think they will cover.
All right,
I like that take. That's fair.
Am I unmuted now?
You can talk now. All right.
Oh,
I had to show you the power of the button.
Yeah, Michael wants to talk.
You know what? The Ravens are still a sleeping giant, in my opinion. Like, think of it. I said this earlier in the week. I'm going to say it again. Think of Lamar Jackson like if Aaron Judge struck out at bat every time for 10 straight games. If you're in the bottom of the ninth, game 7 of the series, you don't want to pitch to Aaron Judge And that's how I'm looking at Lamar Jackson. I don't know what the heck is wrong with this dude, because he scrambled once last week, and I was like, oh, Lamar looks quick. He looks fast. He looks like he can still do this. So why isn't he? And what the hell did Derrick Henry do to Harbaugh? Like, I feel like Derrick Henry must have attacked him in the locker room, must have hit on his wife. I have no idea, because Derrick Henry broke off like a 30-plus yard touchdown run, and then you just didn't see the ball again. And they're running Keaton Mitchell and just Derrick Henry sitting on the bench watching while the offense is struggling. And Lamar Jackson is missing gimme wide open receivers. But it's not going to continue. One of these days, he's just in like a hitter's slump. He's going to wake up. He's going to get his little swag back, get his confidence going. And if he does, and the Pittsburgh Steelers continue to choke and let Lamar into the playoffs, they could be a problem. So I do see Lamar waking up. I just can't keep picking against Lamar to be this bad. This is a guy that had historic regular season stats throughout his entire career, where he looks like the GOAT of the regular season at quarterback statistically. So I like Lamar to wake up. I think this is a blowout, honestly. I think this could be a 17-point difference at halftime. At halftime, Tom, 17-point lead for the Ravens. And I think this could be like a game that ends like 38-13, where Aaron Rodgers is benched because he's hurt anyway, like late in the third quarter, and they bring in Rudolph, and hope that red-nosed reindeer can lead him through the fog. And it doesn't matter. It's over for the Steelers. They've done no playoffs.
It's an obvious Home Alone reference. There's no Rudolph. He's Joe Pesci getting hit with the flamethrower.
Don't worry, kids. Rudolph's going to come in time for Christmas, and you'll get your presents in time, because it's over.
No, it's going to be
he'll go back to his real job.
Will Howard's coming in, baby. Got to see what we have there.
I mean, why not? Because the season's over for you guys. It's done. You lost your opportunity.
Tom, what's the status of Aaron?
No, he's playing.
I know, but
the status is he's miserable. He's just a miserable human being.
Okay.
And to be clear, I'm a Raven hater. I'm not a Steelers hater. I have nothing against the Steelers. I hate Aaron Rodgers, but I hate the Ravens. I'm just calling it like it is. The Ravens are the better football team. They've been playing terribly. They're going to wake up. It's going to start this week, and the Steelers are done. You gave away your gift horse, and now you're just going to have to cry all of season and hope for better.
God, I cannot wait.
I'm taking I'm going to take it's kind of crazy, because like right now in the playoff picture, the Ravens are the 4 seed and the Steelers are knocking on the door. Now, if the Steelers win, that entire scenario flips. So a lot of playoff implications here. I hate to do it, but I'm actually going to agree with Mike here. I think this has to be a game where Lamar turns it around. Like, if he doesn't, then I think the Ravens are done for the season, because what's going on? Played like shit against the Jets. And he just doesn't look good. He's missing wide open people. He's just not accurate with the football. Turnovers. I mean, I haven't been fantasy, and I haven't been playing him for the last like 3-4 weeks. I start Stafford, because what's the point? I think in the last 3-4 weeks of fantasy football, Lamar Jackson has like 10 total points, 13 total points, which is insane. That's usually what he gets in a quarter, let alone for a 3-4 game span. It's nonsense. So, I'm going to take Baltimore here just because Rodgers looks defeated. He's back to his old, like, I'm going to talk shit about my teammates and stuff like that. And I don't know about his bullshit Diddy party that he had, but I'm going to take a guess. No one showed up. No
Baby
one gave
oil.
a shit. Yeah, he was trying to lube these guys up, and then they're like,
better hope them Steelers receivers wash their hands, or else they might be a little slick and slippery still with that baby oil.
Why? Because they were touching the Bills players, filthy animals.
Yeah, I'm taking Baltimore here. Up next, we were going to do the Philly game, but Ray's not here, so hold on. Let me go through it. Where are the Broncos? Oh, no, that's fadechris.
Mm-hmm.
Where are they? No.
They're going to be down at the end, I think.
Did I miss them?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It should be in the middle of the pack. They're like the first 4 o'clock.
It's right here. They're playing the Raiders. I can't spell.
There's Denver. It's Denver versus Las Vegas.
All right, Troy. As the Broncos fan, and I know you've been upset because we shit on the Broncos all the time. Take it away.
The Broncos will win this game, but they will not cover. That's the first part. There's no way they're winning by more than a touchdown. I can just tell you that. Every game they win by one score, and I don't see it changing here. I do think they will play significantly better than they did against the Raiders last time, but they just have a habit of playing to whatever the team is, however good the team is, they will play exactly like that. So it doesn't matter if it's the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Raiders, the Jets. It will be a one-score game, and it will be a one-score game on this one. That's my take on it.
All right, Tom, what do you got, man?
I do think the Broncos are going to cover here. I feel like Benito is just like, the guy's a game wrecker. He's earning his money. I know Crosby's on the other side, which I like him better, but the Raiders are just a mess right now. Gino can't get it going.
Yeah, they're all lines bad.
The Broncos have been like looking rough. They remind me of like the Chiefs, where it's like they should be blowing teams out, but they just like squeak ones out, play good defense. I don't know. Washington showed up to play last week, so I really can't go at the Broncos. That was a really, really good game, especially at the end. Like, could have went either way. But I feel like it's getting to the part of the season where the good teams are going to show why they're good, and the bad teams are just going to fall off. And they're, the players, human beings play this game, so the players are going to realize, like, what am I even playing for? Let me save my body for the next season. Like, oh, I'm in a contract year. Like, I got to stay healthy. So guys are going to start laying off. So I think the Broncos could easily win by 10 plus here. So I'm going to take the Broncos.
I hope so. That'll be nice. One thing I learned yesterday was that I don't think Max Crosby practiced, or Thursday. I don't think he practiced.
See, so already losing hope.
Might be something going on.
That's the entire Raiders team.
Yeah. Right. Doesn't mean he's not playing, but I don't think he practiced on Thursday. I've read that.
Yeah, he's a dog. He's probably going to play.
I'll
it doesn't
say,
matter. Both arms are
Ray
broken.
2.0 is a lot more bearable than Ray 1.0. I'm liking this new edition.
Ray's insufferable, but we love him anyway.
Guy's got a calm presence about him, soothing.
Yeah, Troy.
But I just love the fact though that the
voice.
Broncos guy comes in here. I expected him to be like, "Hey, it's telling me why his Broncos are a team to be believed in," and he's saying they're not going to beat the Raiders by more than a touchdown. The Broncos guy, they're not even going to beat the Raiders by more than a touchdown. Oh, my God. I mean, he still has whiplash from when the Broncos got into the playoffs and got their ass kicked by my Bills. So, Bo Nix, I say it every week, Bo Nix sucks dicks. He's just terrible, this man. Like, if this team with that defense had any semblance of a quarterback, they got a good running game. They do have some receivers. They have with some different skill sets. Cortland Sutton is a good player. But they're just held back by Bo Nix. Like, he gets to run a lot of play action. He gets to they try to move him around. They try and disguise how bad this guy is, but he's just terrible. They had to score 30 points in like the fourth quarter to come back and win against the Giants. I'm just talking shit on Troy because I feel like it at this point. But the Broncos will win this game because the Raiders are historically terrible on the offensive line. Run a stunt, they won't know what happened. Myles Garrett, he's on pace for the Browns to break the NFL sack record for a season. Nick Benito might break the single season record in one game against the Raiders this week. I just don't see how the Broncos can be bad, and how Bo Nix can be bad enough to keep this game within a touchdown, because I think the Broncos defense might score 2 touchdowns this game. It's to the point where if I was the Raiders offensive coordinator, I would just be like, hey, just run the ball every play, let the clock go down to 3 seconds on offense every play, and let's just try and get off the field as quickly as possible, and not let Gino end up in an ambulance or a hearse or a coffin at the end of this game. Because
hold on. This is a team.
This is a team, though. They have Genty, and Genty is a stud. On any other team, Genty would be rookie of the year candidate right now. And on the Raiders, it's just like, has anyone spoken about Genty all year? This is the guy that was going number 1 overall in dynasty drafts in fantasy, and we can't even talk about him. Brock Bowers is an absolute monster, and I almost didn't.
You see that catch? Yeah. Oh my God,
I almost didn't bring up
ridiculous
Brock Bowers
catches I've seen in a long time.
Because this team is so terrible that not even Brock Bowers can really do much to help them. It's just like, yeah, they got Brock Bowers. She'll get a couple catches, but it doesn't matter that they have Genty and Bowers. This team, the Raiders too, like they traded, I think they traded away. They have the receiver. I'm forgetting his name. He went to the Seahawks, maybe. I don't know. No, not the Seahawks. He went somewhere else.
Devontae Adams?
Was Myers with them, or was that last
Jacoby?
year?
He was. He got traded to the Jaguars.
I can't even remember because their receivers are the only team in the NFL that is as lackluster as the receiving core the Bills have. They have nobody out there to throw to. Brock Bowers is their wide receiver 1 and their TE1, but they just have no hope. To give me the Broncos, this could have been another candidate along with the Ravens, Steelers for Sunday slaughter. We're still waiting to see what game Tom picked, but this should be a slaughter. And if it isn't, your Broncos, Troy, really have no hope in the playoffs.
Troy, what's your response to Bo Nix sucking dicks? Are you of that mindset, or do you believe
it's fake news? It's
fake news. Yeah, all right. Break down why we should be Bo Nix believer.
If it wasn't for Bo Nix, the Broncos lose that game last week. By the way, 100%.
100%.
Defense totally shit the bed. Can I curse? I don't know. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. The defense totally shit the bed. I don't know why they did. They just
he's so polite. It's so cute.
And
can I curse?
Shit the bed. Yeah, I don't know. It's your show. They shit the bed. They were not good last week. At the first game of the year, they were not good. And Bo Nix pulled it out. He's very his rookie year. He actually played better than he's been playing this year. He's going through a sophomore slump. But I think the problem, Bo Nix has a lot of areas of improvement, of course, but the problem, I think, with all of us, and maybe not you guys on this show, but I'm saying in general, the fan base is previously quarterbacks were given time to develop. And it was expected that a second-year quarterback is not going to play great. But now it's like you got to be the best quarterback ever in the first 2 years. And I just think he's developing, and Sean Payton has given him more and more over time, and he's going to struggle. And I think what I see out of him now, the last game he played, he started to look better. It's all about his footwork, and he gets nervous in the pocket. And when he's not playing nervous, he can pretty much beat anybody. If he's playing nervous, he's going to really struggle. So I think he's just got to get through that. But he has all the things that you can't really teach. He is super clutch. He's a winner, as you can see. And when it comes to the fourth quarter, when it comes to overtime, you put the ball in his hand, he's probably going to score. Yeah, and he's very good at reading defenses. I see it. He's very good at changing plays. He understands a lot. He's very cerebral in that. So I think he has a lot of skills, and he'll develop over time. And for me, I feel like he's a young quarterback that needs to grow. Do I think they're going to win the Super Bowl this year? No. But do I think that they will probably at least win at least one playoff game? Yes. That's my take on it.
Hell no.
That's a correct assessment of the fans, I think.
Yeah,
but they're not winning. They're not winning a playoff game this year. Absolutely,
but everyone,
especially if you get the 1 seed in a bye, there is no chance you're winning a playoff game this year.
Who in the NFL this year is like
let me finish. Yeah, they're
gonna in the playoffs.
Just switch out Cortland Sutton with Demaryius Thomas. Switch out Bo Nix with Tim Tebow, and at least you had Jesus.
No,
they won a playoff game against Tom Steelers.
I'm a huge Tebow truther. And don't even put him in the same category as Bo Nix. Bo Nix is definitely passes the eye test.
Give me Tebow every day of the week, twice on Sunday.
Zach Wilson, if he wasn't brain dead, would beat Bo Nix, but unfortunately, that's not the case.
That is also a correct assessment.
All jokes aside, it's the Broncos, great defense, held back by their quarterback. They got a running game. They got some pieces. No quarterback. They have Sean Payton. I think Sean Payton and that defense makes Bo Nix look adequate. So I'm not on this, it's just the fans. He's got to develop, train. I just don't think he has it. You're already talking about him getting nervous, and at the same time, you're saying he's clutch. Like, is he nervous or is he clutch? Because the clutch guys don't get nervous.
He's in the big moments. At the beginning of the game, but as the game, he plays better under pressure. I have seen that. In fact, that's why they went into Philadelphia when Philadelphia was undefeated and won, right? They blew out the Cowboys, right? They have won 10 or 9 games in a row. They'll probably win 10. Yeah.
No, they are. They're already 10-2.
Yeah, and they lost to the Colts on a penalty for a leverage call. They win that game in Indianapolis. Basically, they had a stupid leverage penalty. They would have won. They would have won. They would only have one loss right now. So I feel like they can beat anybody, but they could also lose to anybody. That's how they are. That's why they're the
only team that's in the playoffs, like in the hunt, like that. I just think is an absolute fraud are the Jaguars.
Okay. I agree with that.
I'm just looking at we got the 1 seed right now. If the playoffs were to just start in the AFC, is Patriots, Broncos, Jaguars, Ravens, Chargers, Colts, Bills, and it's just like I just look at the Jaguars and I'm just like, why are you there? But all right, up next we got Tom. Tom, what we got?
Oh, is it that time?
Oh, it's that time.
Is it time for the Sunday Slaughter?
Sunday Slaughter. It's the Rams in Arizona, 8.5. Tom, take it away.
Listen, what do I say about the Cardinals? They love disappointing their home fans. The Rams were just embarrassed. They just, Matthew Stafford, they were like, oh, he's only thrown like one pick in the last 8 years. And then he just throws like every other pass as a pick. That's not going to happen. Devontae is going to have like 4 touchdowns because that's all he does for this team. And they are going to, let's see, the spread's 8.5. It's going to be a 2-touchdown game at least. The Rams are going to show why they're one of the top dogs in the NFC. They're going to bury the Cardinals. Absolutely bury them. I don't care if Brissett's back there and that's their better option. The Rams defense is going to come out there and they're going to smother him. I don't think Marvin Harrison Jr. is even playing. I don't know if he was downgraded yet. I know he's out, right? Yeah, I don't even know if that's better or worse for them because honestly, like he's not following in daddy's footsteps. He's really proven to be an okay receiver. I don't know how that transition from college to the NFL happened because usually receivers transition pretty well. And if they're really good against, the defenses in college, I don't know. It's one of those positions where they transfer over pretty good. But anyway, yeah, the Rams, they're going to come out here. They're going to fucking bury the Cardinals. It's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad because they're going to force Brissett into passing another 50 times, which you don't want any quarterback to do. And they're just going to keep picking them off. They're probably going to see a defensive touchdown in this one too.
All right, Mike, what do you got?
I mean, I'm just going to give some gambling advice to the people out there. Don't be like me. I'm so pissed at the Rams because of what they did last week, losing to the Panthers. I really was hoping when I looked at the schedule for this week that there would be a game where I could, be an asshole to the Rams and just pick against them. This isn't it. I'm going to have to pick the Rams, but I had $600 worth of cash in a couple different parlays, I think 4 different parlays. And in each parlay, I just put Rams money line as just an extra leg, thinking, get some money out of it. I won all of those parlays except for one, meaning every other leg except for the Rams. So I lost all of the money I had bet last week because the Rams botched the game and lost to the Panthers. I'm pissed off. The Rams are going to be even more pissed off than I am. Not a good time to be a Cardinals fan. Their injury report is insane. He mentioned Marvin Harrison, but just bring it up if you're bored. It's a long list. It's heavy reading material.
Yeah, it's bad.
So the reading level is probably higher than Tom can muster. I don't know if he can go more than a couple lines deep.
Son of a bitch. I hope Jim Kelly's cancer comes back.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah!
Wow!
Yeah.
You brought it out. You brought out the devil in
Jimbo.
me during this segment.
Oh no, he's got kids, man. He's got a bunch of beautiful daughters.
Him beating cancer is the most successful thing the Bills have done in the last 30 years.
Wow.
Shit. I can't touch on. I can't touch on cancer.
We're gonna.
Man, all right.
You're taking the Rams. You're taking the Rams.
They got a lot of injuries. Give me the Rams. I don't love laying 8.5, but this is a game where I think they cover and handle, even though Brissett's been good.
Before I pass this off to Troy, I do want to note every Sunday Slaughter that Tom has picked and nominated has been terrible. And it's always gone the other way. So with that information in mind, Troy, I'm going to pass it off to you. What do you got?
That's a Good piece of data for me. I do think the Rams will play much better than they did last week. The one thing about the NFL, because it's kind of a cool story. My wife never watched football with me, and this year she's gotten super into it. And I actually think it's because of how every Broncos game is like down to the wire. I think it's exciting for her. So now we watch a lot of football. We watched that Rams game last week, and what I just realized is that every game is difficult, like every game. But some games, though, I think the Rams are going to not blow them out, but probably win by 10 points. But of course, I could be totally wrong, but that's my take on it. I think the Rams are just a significantly better team. Super Bowl contenders, and Arizona is just, not the best. So they're not sending their best. So, I think Rams are going to win by 10. That's what I think on it.
And I think, what's his name? Murray is officially become a gaming streamer, I think, right? He's out for the rest of the season to play Call of Duty. Officially.
Call of Duty and Battlefield.
What is his actual injury? Does he actually have one?
The rest of his body hasn't grown to fit his head, so they're still waiting.
Yeah, because I feel like
arthritis in his thumbs.
Yeah, I feel like it's been like he's coming back every week for the last 5 weeks, and it's just like he couldn't make it. It's like, what do you mean?
Odd job from GoldenEye.
Yeah,
running around out there.
Oh man. But all right, now it's Blitz Picks, the segment that everyone loves because Mike cannot talk that long.
I'll find a way.
This is rapid fire. We're just gonna bounce through the rest of the schedule and come back because again I thought we were gonna cover the Eagles games. We'll come back to the Eagle game last, which ends up actually working out because I believe that's the Monday night game. But all right, yeah. We got the Saints versus the Bucks, 8.5. This could have also been a Sunday slaughter. Tom, what do you got?
I don't know if it would have been, but we got Godwin back last week. They're gonna start clicking. We got the Bucks,
quick,
8.5.
Quick, it's fucking quick.
Listen, yeah, but it's like, okay, Bucks 8.5. There you go.
Mike.
I wanted to pick the Saints, so I agree with Tom. I don't think this is a slaughter. I was on all shucks in the Saints, but I can't pick all shucks in the Saints. Give me the Bucks laying the 8.5, but I don't feel great about it.
Troy.
Bucks 8.5, and I also don't feel great about it, but I agree.
Sure, we all just don't feel great. I as a Jeff fan, I love that. We don't feel great about anything. I'll take the Bucks.
You feel at home here.
Yeah, exactly. Feel real comfortable with that one. We got the Seahawks in Atlanta, 6.5. Tom, what do you got?
JSN routing them up. You already know.
Oh yeah.
Got Seahawks -6.5.
Mike, what do you got?
Why isn't this one 8.5 and that one 6.5? I don't know. Give me the Seahawks laying the 6.5. I think they win by 17.
Damn. Okay. Troy, what do you got?
I think the Seahawks win, but they don't cover.
Ooh.
Wrong.
We'll see.
Jesus
Man.
Christ.
I'm going to take the Falcons on this one. They've been that weird team that just every now and then they show up.
Hey, Drake London. Do you want to change your mind? No Drake London?
No. You know what? I'm sticking with it.
All right.
Next.
You're wrong. Thank you.
Colts versus the Frauds. How is this game so close? 1.5. I don't understand. Tom, what do you got?
Because Daniel Jones has a broken leg. But they got embarrassed last week. They're coming back and covering. Colts.
Mike?
Jonathan Taylor has had less than 100 yards in each of the last 2 games. No touchdowns. Warren has had 2 of his worst 3 or 4 games of the season. They've gone away what's made them successful the last couple of weeks, even with the broken leg. The whole Jaguars team sucks. Give me the Colts laying 1.5. If not for those last couple of games, I think it would be a lot bigger of a spread. We're getting a deal here.
Colts for sure. I don't believe in the Jaguars at all.
Indiana Jones. Let's go. All right, up next. Titans in Cleveland, 4.5. Tom, what do you got?
Listen, Titans' worst line in the league. Myles Garrett's going to set the sack record this week. Got Cleveland 4.5.
Tom, what do you got?
I'm not Tom, sir, but
Tom. Tom, what do you got? Tom, Mike, what do you got?
Myles Garrett is going to set the sack record. I think he'll get 3 sacks today, so I think he'll need a couple more by the end of the season. But Shador, I just think he is so overrated by the fans out there and so bad that somehow I think the Titans lose but cover. So give me the Titans plus 4.5.
Ray, what do you got?
Man, I'm struggling with this one a little bit, guys, because my gut tells me the Titans are going to win, but I think maybe it's going to be. I think probably the Cleveland will win, but will not cover. That's my take on that.
Fair.
If they can slow down Judkins, they can win the Titans.
I really, this is another fantastically terrible game. I'll take. I'm just gonna take Cleveland. I'll take Cleveland on this one. All right, what do we got next? Commanders in Minnesota. Tom, what do you got?
Yeah, sorry for the Vikings fans. JJ McCarthy's healthy and playing, so
yeah, you hate to see that.
Give me the Commanders minus 1.5.
Mike, what do you got?
Free Justin Jefferson. Bring him to my Bills next year. Jaden Daniels is back. I think Marcus Mariota would have also beaten the shit out of the Vikings. They have a good defense, but it's not going to matter here. Give me the Commanders. Laying a 1.5 with confidence.
Troy, what do you got?
I totally agree with Mike here. The Commanders, I believe, will definitely win this game. They're a better team than their record says. I mean, they're not great, but they're not bad.
JJ's coming back. That's all you need to know, right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You know what? Just to try to make up some ground, because Mike's in the lead, and I just hate that. I'm gonna take the Vikings here, because as long as I beat Chris, that's a win for me. You know, so I don't care.
They hate us because they hate us.
Oh, we already did this game. All right, up next we got Chicago in Green Bay, 6.5. Tom, what do you got?
7 here. I feel like the Bears can win this game. They just look good. I hate to say it, but yeah, it's going to be a competitive game, divisional game. Give me Bears plus 7.
Mike, what do you got?
I wish I could talk more about this one because I've called the Packers the most overrated team in football for every pod we've run, but
entire season.
Christian Watson is looking good. Jaden Reed is coming back. Matthew Golden getting healthy. I think this is the difference. We're going to finally see the Packers that everyone thought they could be all year. No Romo Dunze. I think they're going to struggle to stop the run, but they do enough to win by a touchdown. Give me the Packers to barely cover at home in Lambeau.
Troy, what do you got?
I think the Packers will win, but I don't think they'll cover. I think it'll be a 3-point game.
I think Chicago's. I think they're going to continue to show that they're just not a joke. Because for a while there, I think everyone was thinking they were a joke, us included, me included for sure, thinking that they just beat some bad teams. But I think they're going to add another signature win to their belt. As great as Green Bay and Jordan Love played last week, I'm going to take the Bears here. All right, up next, Texans versus Kansas City, 3.5. Tom, what do you got?
Chiefs at home at prime time during the cold weather. Give me the Chiefs 3.5.
Mike, what do you got?
I think the Chiefs get eliminated from playoff contention in all likely. I mean, not eliminated by the math, but I think the Texans win the game outright because I wish I had more time to talk about this one too, but they lost Josh Simmons, their left tackle, last week. Their right tackle, Jawan Taylor, and their right guard, Trey Smith, are both doubtful to play. So the whole right side of the Chiefs offensive line could be out. They're going to have to go back to Jalen Moore at left tackle, who did play well when Josh Simmons was away on his little weird hiatus they never explained. But I don't think they can replace 3 offensive linemen against the best defense in the NFL. Danielle Hunter and Anderson, whatever his name is, Will Anderson, they're going to eat. Mahomes is going to be heated up. And when does Mahomes look bad? When he is heated up. It's what the Eagles did to him in the Super Bowl. It's going to look like that for that Chiefs offense. And I think Stroud is playing just well enough with Nico Collins, Jaden Higgins, Jalen Nolan, those guys to get the job done. Give me the Texans.
Troy, what do you got?
I think, the Chiefs are a bit of a wounded dog right now. And, unfortunately for them, I think it's just time. They have to be put away. They have to be put down. I'm sorry to say, but Kansas City Chiefs are going to be buried this week. finished, reign over in the AFC West.
I'm calling PETA. He's talking about putting down the dogs here.
In all due respect, I love dogs. I'm just saying everyone has to pass away at some point. Even can put me away at some point.
Let me go on the record.
Yeah.
Hate cancer, love dogs.
Yeah.
I'm taking Houston here. I think I have not believed in the Kansas City at all this year. I think it was kind of ridiculous that everyone was saying they're the best team in the league after they rattled off some close wins. They have no signature wins. They lost to the goddamn Cowboys. So I think Houston, where their defense is ridiculous up front, and as Mike pointed out just before, they're really banged up on the offensive line. I just feel like Mahomes, this is going to be a game where he gets rocked. I'm expecting like five sacks and just a ton of pressure all game. I'm taking Houston.
I'm going to say one thing. If the offensive line were healthy, I would have taken the Chiefs to find a way, because it's just so chiefy to do that. And because this is a Sunday Night Football game, I'm going to talk a little bit more. It's going to be
Let me find that
playoff Patrick Mahomes in this game. He's going to be like playoff Josh Allen. He's going to be running around, doing a lot of scrambling, trying to extend plays. Every playoff year, it's so fucking annoying. You're going to see Patrick Mahomes acting like his leg's broken. He's going to be limping around after he takes a hit, but then he's in a sprint full speed with no limp a play later. It's going to be one of those type of games where Mahomes is going to try and put in that Herculean effort. Put the team on his back. I just don't think it's going to be enough with the pieces missing along the offensive line. They're just too good on the back end. The Texans, the pass rush is too good. And I forget the guy's name, but one of the backups for the Chiefs had to come in at guard last week, and he really struggled. And I think
Taylor Swift.
This is who?
Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Taylor Swift.
She came in. Yeah.
She came into the game. Yeah.
Last game, and it's Monday night. We got Philly. In charges, right? What is in charges? That doesn't even make any sense. In LA.
Well, that's a correct analysis, because
they're showing up to the game all in charges. They're driving them in. Sponsored by Dodge.
Tom, what are you taking?
Right here, the Eagles just, I don't know, they haven't looked right, and the Chargers are a team to get right on. And 2.5, I feel like it's definitely going to be at least 3 or more. Give me the Eagles.
Mike, what do you got?
Oh, I wish Ray was here, because I just really wanted to shit on him a lot and make it seem really dire, and then just still pick the Eagles laying 2.5. It's going to be more interesting than it should be, because bad and injured at what?
Quick. We're still in blitz picks. This is the last pick. Quick.
Well, why do I have to rush the last pick? It's Monday Night Football. But Jalen Carter's out, basically. He's out. Jalen Carter had shoulder surgery. He'll be out for a few weeks, probably come back like every fucking team does, just in time to play against the Bills later this year. That could hurt them, but also Herbert, like, we'd be a terrible podcast if we didn't mention that he just got surgery on his left hand. So just going to see, like, is he going to have to hand the ball off with his right hand? Are they gonna have to play pistol shot on offense? Yeah. Can he take it from? It was weird. I looked at some videos of him in practice. For a guy that just had like a procedure on his hand, he only had like a small little cast on it, and so it looks like pretty playable. And this is a guy that's played for all the shit that Herbert gets for some of the performances he's had, despite the mega talent that he is. He's played through some pretty tough injuries to his non-throwing hand in the past, so I think he can do it again. So I think this is a lot more dicey a game. I could see the Eagles losing this game, but they shouldn't. So I'm going to take the Eagles, but I'm not confident. I'm not putting money on this game at all.
Troy, what do you got?
I'm not confident either, but I do believe the Eagles will win. The Chargers have a lot of injuries on their offensive line. Herbert's got an injury he's going to play through. The Eagles defense, I think, is going to do really well this game, and I think they'll pull it out. I'm not sure what's wrong with their offense totally, but they'll figure it out. I think that they'll win this game and cover.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're going to have one of those breakout games, because it seems like every time they have a lull, then they come and all of a sudden A.J. Brown is ridiculous, and it looks like Hurts can throw the ball. they just have this really Jekyll and Hyde about them, where it's like they kind of pick when they want to be explosive. And I think after probably getting shit on and the offensive coordinator's house getting, egged and all that shit, he's gonna probably dial in some explosive passing plays. So I'm gonna take the Eagles here, and that about wraps up. That's the Blitz picks. And this would normally be the moment where we fade Chris, and he does his college picks, but he's not here. He's actually recovering. So if you want to use the hashtag fade Chris, wish him a speedy recovery, you big goofy bastard. But up next,
check the socials for his terrible picks.
Yes, up next, it's Mike's big cat locks. Mike, what kind of bets?
I don't know. I didn't do any of that shit this week.
Wow, all this shit, that shit on the toilet.
I'm gonna take this moment. No, I'm gonna take this moment. I'm going to take this moment. No, I'm going to take this moment to just tell everybody, hey, don't be stupid like me. Like I said, even if you are super confident in one leg, do not put that one leg in all of your parlays for the week, because it's the biggest mistake even a seasoned sports gambler can make is to get greedy. And you think, oh, this leg's a lock. I'll just add it in everywhere and I'll get better odds, get bigger payouts. That's how you lose your money. That's when the Rams decide to just take a shit on your whole weekend. So I'm taking a week off. I told my wife, I'm just like, you know what? I lost pretty big last week. You gotta know when to just fold your cards and take a week off. You don't want to bet your mortgage. So I'm not betting on college football this week.
Basically, you don't want to be Chris. You don't want to be Chris.
Yeah,
he had to
just know when to fold your cards, put them down, know when to put them in, and don't be a dumbass. We love to talk bets and spreads and whatnot, but be responsible. Even though I'm not.
1-800-GAMBLING if you're absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go against that. Yeah, absolutely reckless. No one will remember your name unless you throw $500 on a 20-leg parlay and then retire your bloodline.
Oh, man.
I will make one comment about something I highly doubt anyone will care about, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
The World Cup.
TJ's gonna mute me. The World Cup draw was yesterday.
I knew it.
USA got an easy draw. USA should escape the group. Should make all Americans happy.
I want to bring up one thing because you're not the only soccer friend that I have. Avandro, also part of the Square Table podcast, just on the nerd side with me. He brought up that he would like to come on, and I said it would just be the three of us, and I'll be bored to death. But I'll do it. I'll do it because soccer. I want to see two passionate soccer fans.
Is Avandro an Argentina guy? He strikes me as an Argentina guy.
Look,
we're going down the dangerous road right now.
Yeah, I don't want to. You gotta
football
I'd imagine
because Italy still has to play in. Argentina got a cupcake group like they always freaking do. I just hate Argentina so much. I hope Messi breaks his leg. It's so annoying. Anyone but Argentina will make me. I mean, not true. Anyone but Argentina, Canada, or Mexico. I almost didn't mention them because they have no hope anyway. I just hate Canada. Like Americans think, oh, Canada's so nice. Deal with their soccer fans. Fuck them. The Mexican soccer fan base is the worst fan base in sports. I know we're Americans. We don't watch soccer. It's gay. They kick the ball with their feet. What are they doing? But
they actually play in
boring.
football.
They score one goal. The scores aren't big. You don't get 6 points when you score. So it's but it's a great sport. Watch it. But the Mexican fan base, man, if you watch a Mexican soccer game and they're losing, they start with their big ole chants. They say racist shit. They say bigoted stuff in their chants, like the whole stadium.
So they're Eagle fans.
And they throw bottles on they throw bottles and shit at the players. It's just mass chaos. They're just a trash
that's what
fan
Ray
base.
is today.
Yeah,
if you're a fan of L-Tree, I hope you guys take L's like L-Tree does. I hate you.
You messed it up.
Suck.
Wow.
Go USA soccer.
L's backwards, Mike.
Troy, you got any closing thoughts?
Yes, AJ. I one of the sports I follow a lot that I could help with like betting lines is UFC. I watch a lot of UFC, so there's a big
UFC.
So does Tom. So does Chris. So
okay, all right.
I've never really, I don't know how many streams I can do, man. I'm just one person. But
all right, let me.
If there is
a card and just give you
I was gonna say if there's a big, you know what? Go ahead, take it away.
All right,
we don't have fade Chris, but if you still want to do it, just fade him anyway.
You know what? The main card tonight, you have Jan Blachowicz versus Bogdan Guskov. That's a coin flip fight. I'll take Jan though on that one. Henry Cejudo is in his last career fight against a young Peyton Talbot. I don't believe in Peyton Talbot though. Henry Cejudo is the big underdog on this card. So if you pick one underdog, that would be the one. Could lose your money on that one, but that's what I would go. Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira. I think that's how you say his last name. Nobody from Japan wins in the UFC, hardly ever. I don't believe in him. Go with Brandon Moreno. Alexander Pantoja versus Joshua Vaughn. I believe Pantoja will not only win this fight, but he will win in the first round by submission. That's my
and this is the big one.
I would even and the big one is
we got Marab or Jan.
Marab. Until somebody gets Marab, I just don't see anybody winning. So
Marab just drags everybody into the deep waters, and nobody could hang. Nobody could hang, and I don't think Jan could either. Yeah, Marab doesn't get tired. The guy could go 10 rounds and just be like, "Okay, now we start."
But I can't prove it. So there's that. So,
I just don't get it. He's a different kind of animal.
Right.
As a guy that doesn't watch any UFC at all and probably is just programmed by old school movies like Bloodsport and stereotypes, like you're telling me the Japanese dudes can't win in like mixed martial arts? Like this is Bloodsport.
They're not good.
Unless they're fighting in
I would have thought exact the opposite. I've been like, they have you in like they karate kick you to the face and then like do some ninja shit and twist you around and it's over.
And the good news is, guys,
Brazilian baby, it's all Brazil.
Starting next month, there's no more pay-per-views.
Paramount baby.
Paramount Plus. So you'll be able to watch all what used to cost $80 a show. Basically, if you just have I think it's like $20 a month for Paramount Plus or something like that. You'll be able to watch
like $12.99 or something like that.
$12.99. Wow, okay. You'll be able to watch all the UFC pay-per-views for $12.99 plus all the other
it's amazing. So it's amazing. So $80 a pay-per-view. Let's just say this, I was not paying the $80 to watch.
Okay.
Finding some of them sweet streams on the side.
There's a bunch of other methods.
But speaking of that, since you brought up Paramount, anyone else shocked? This is not sports related at all. Although that $12 is probably going to go up because they just lost the bid for WB, so they're going to be like, shit. Anyone? Right. The breaking news this week: Netflix acquired WB, and I know it's not sports related. I'll be brief on it. To me, that's fucking insane, right? Like, and I don't think I know people like, oh, it might not go through. It's absolutely going to go through. They let Disney buy Fox. Okay, so like,
well, Paramount apparently is bidding more money than Netflix. They're trying to go up a couple dollars per share and outbid them.
They're trying to get back in. Like, hey, no,
Paramount is going all out to try to snuff this out, but I don't know.
So at the table you lowball them a couple times, and now you're like, oh shit. Like,
who knows if anybody was even in the conversation? Netflix was probably like, woke up and they were like, 38 billion. Take it or leave it. They're like,
as a casual who knows nothing about this, as just a normal consumer of this media, like who should we be rooting for to win the rights to acquire? Is there like a doomsday scenario where if Netflix has it's like a
I like Netflix.
No, I like Netflix. My biggest issue with Netflix in general is like what you're seeing with Stranger Things, and I love Stranger Things. I think season 5 has been great, but I just hate Netflix's like the way they schedule stuff, and a lot of times, a lot of their good shows end up getting canceled because they take fucking 3 years to come out with the next season, and you forget about it. Or, it's just weird. It's like, so hold on, you can spend, what the fuck's the number? $87.5 billion to acquire WB, but I can't get a second season of a show the next year? Like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing that I don't like about Netflix's model. But I mean, if you're a fan of the non-sports Square Table podcast, it's huge implications for, because now that means they acquire HBO Max. So now all of DC, the Monsterverse, Godzilla, Kong, all that stuff is now going to be under Netflix. So is that going to affect shows like Monarch and then obviously the DCU? Because there was long rumored that the Snyderverse was going to come back on Netflix and he was going to finish that. So now, does that actually let them do that? Are they going to do that? I don't know. Like there's some cool shit that could happen with this or some bad stuff, but you know, I just, as a DC fan,
everything could be turned upside down.
Ooh, yeah, I see what you did there. I would hate for them to fuck with the James Gunn DCU. I've loved what they've done so far, and I want to see it continue. So I hope they just, whatever's good that's going on, they just let it ride out. And I
think that Supergirl movie is going to be awesome.
I think so too. I think so too, because the storyline that they're going with, where, you know, they're going with the Woman of Tomorrow, where she's not a carbon copy of Superman. You know, she's going through some real shit. Yeah, no, well, yeah, because she's dealing with, you know, she got sent to Earth to to take care of her cousin, and she ends up getting there, and he's a full-grown fucking adult, and she's still a teenager, and her whole planet's gone. Like she's going through some shit. But anyway, I just, you know, what do you guys take on that real quick? Like Netflix.
I almost feel like.
Oh, sorry. I got to drop, guys. Can I go first and then can I drop?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're going to wrap up.
It's just a sign of the times, man. I mean, these tech companies have so much money that, like, I mean, Netflix is not a, you know, people think of them as a media company. They're really a tech company that just happens to stream movies. And it's just a sign of the times. They can buy anything at this point. They're just throwing money around pretty much.
Yeah, no, $87 billion is a crazy number.
I think it's fine. Whether it's, I kind of wish it would be Paramount Plus, because I would love to see that package with the UFC for the same price. That would be really cool for me personally. But because obviously I'm going to pay for Paramount Plus. But yeah, I think it's okay. It's fine.
Tom,
and thanks, guys, by the way. I got to.
Oh, yeah, Troy, thank you so much for doing this, man.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Yeah, anytime, and catch you later, man. Have a good day.
All right, see you
later, bro. But yeah, I think Netflix getting a hold of it. If you could get rid of one of the streaming apps, like combine HBO Max into Netflix, so I don't have to pay for HBO Max, and Netflix does go up like $1 or $2 or even $5. That's fair. Just I like it. Condense everything a little bit, and I think Netflix has a pretty good track record for creative stuff.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, just give it to me. I mean, they have access to more, not genres, but you know, more big names. You know, the Game of Thrones stuff is, who knows what they could do. Maybe they could bring it back to
they do it Dexter.
How good it was. Yeah. I mean, exactly. You could bring things back and redo things and like add your creative spin on it, because I feel like WB has just been real stale lately, and I don't know. I think it's good.
Well, there's been I know there's been a lot of talk of like, and Gunn has even said like he's surprised some shows haven't got greenlit yet, and I'm gonna guess it was because this merger was like on the table, so no one wanted to greenlight anything.
Yeah,
before they figured out who's gonna be paying a shit ton of money for some TV shows. But Mike, you got anything on it, or are you good? You don't really care?
Yeah, I think if you think back when we just had cable, everything was centralized into one thing, you know, one bill. And then when streaming first kicked off, like Netflix was cool. And then, you know, you had some of your first streaming services and it was like a deal. It's like, oh, we're saving money on this old school cable box. And the first people that switched into streaming, it was just like this great deal. You're saving a lot of money. You're getting all these channels. But then, of course, you know, capitalism came into play and greed. And now I'm paying for Sunday Ticket. NFL is the perfect example to segue back into sports. I'm paying for Sunday Ticket. You got to have your live TV streaming to get the local games because they're blacked out. Then you have that Thursday night games are on Prime. You know, some games are on Paramount Plus. So like I'm already spending $500 on Sunday Ticket and I'm not even getting all the games. There was almost a situation where if the Jets game runs over, even though I'm paying all this money so I can watch my Bills, I'm not going to catch the beginning of the Bills game because it's blacked out, and it's just so frustrating. And it's like that with everything. So when I hear now about a media company like buying another company and taking over shit, whereas in most areas of like capitalism, like, is this a monopoly? Are we all going to get wrecked? I almost think it's a good thing because I think we need some consolidation of all these different streaming apps and services.
Yeah,
like every channel has to have their own goddamn app now. Let some of these places like Netflix or Paramount buy up some things and consolidate so I don't have to pay for 10 different streaming services. It's getting out of hand. So I think if they're going to consolidate, it's only could be a good thing when it comes to streaming, is my opinion. But I don't know.
Yeah, Paramount is the only one I haven't subscribed. Or Peacock, isn't there another one too? Like I don't have
there's
those
Peacock,
two.
there's Paramount.
Yeah, I
think Paramount when I first subscribed, it was only like $2.99 a month. That's gone up in price pretty damn quickly.
The Disney bundle is about to get insane too, which interesting enough, I wonder how that's going to work now because there was a Disney bundle with HBO Max. So now is there going to be something with Netflix? Or are they just going to be like, nah, you're done? So a lot of interesting stuff that's going to come out. But hey, potential for more Godzilla shit. So sign me up, right? But all right, everybody. Guys, thank you so much. Everyone tuning in, thank you. It's been great. I hope this was a great way to start your morning.
Go Bills.
Let's go Jets, baby. I actually think we're going to do it this time. I just want to win, man. Everyone's on the Jets are stupid for winning games. Beat the teams that you're supposed to beat.
Change the culture, baby.
Yeah, beat the teams that you're supposed to beat. Dolphins, you should beat this team. They shouldn't even beat us the first time. But all right, everybody.
Dolphins gonna kick your ass and go Bills again.
Yeah, fuck the Bills. All right, everybody. As always, like and subscribe and be on the lookout for more content from Kaiju Live. Have a good day, everybody.